Wonderful morning to everyone. Welcome back to pre-market outlook session for the date 23rd of September 2025. As we have predicted in our weekly market outlook report circulated on Friday, and yesterday also we have discussed the same with some additional information like the retracement or a pullback activities on our indices, our benchmark indices like Nifty and Sensex, along with some broader indices like BANKNIFTY, Financial Services Index, next Nifty, and also on midcap. So these sectors have been experiencing a reasonable pullback with a rationale of correcting some or adjusting in the value of expansion to moderate level for the near future, like for a 1 week kind of things. So that yesterday, as it has actually broken the immediate but crucial support zone of 25,275 and even closed below that. And the 25,331, as we have already mentioned this level in our few trading sessions. Based on that level, it has now become as a resistance point on an immediate basis. Not that much of cruciality it is having, but anyhow, it will actually restrict any bounce if it is happening on Nifty through the way of attracting the selling. So that 25,331 should be watched out. Anyhow, that 25,450 around the zone would be treated as a top formed for the current version of the or current behavior of the Nifty. Until then, the meaningful downward drift towards 25,145, and if it is breaking this particular zone, as it is acting as an interim range shift zone, that was 25,145. So once it breaks below this level, the 25,070 as a next one should be watched out. Exact point of 25,070 should be watched out. If the Nifty is trying to hold the 25,070 in a daily closing basis, there one can get the signal that the market is not interested to move further downward, but anyhow, it is expected to give a breathtaking based bounces and all. Why it is happening means that 25,070 as a low would be protecting, which has happened on 16th, which was a very important date, one of the date we can announce. We have mentioned in our monthly market outlook report as well. So the 16th September high and low would be acting as a trend decider for the rest of the day in the September month. So that level only we are actually mentioning to keep watching it, monitoring it, until otherwise decisively it is getting broken. The bounces can be expected from that zone. So that is what the thing on the Nifty basis one should actually watch out. This is just a review based discussion we are having. What would be the next for the Nifty, like the things and all will be discussed in current pre-market outlook. So the opening trend, as it has become very usual one for the market to open on a flat note or in a flat manner or a quiet manner. So today also we can expect some lackluster trend while it is giving a opening, and after opening, as we have mentioned in the report here, one should watch out the level of 25,145 and 25,260 as an immediate capping point, but mostly the 25,331 would be acting a strong capping point or a resistance zone for the day. And in case the range mentioned or discussed here breached out, means the next one would be watched around 25,070 as discussed earlier. And on the higher side, that 25,330 as a whole or a round value we have mentioned here. Anyhow, from the positional standpoint, that should be very important than the day traders watching the day. That 25,070 levels once held by the Nifty, the probability for making or revisiting the recent high or a top formed zone of 25,450. In case if it could not make it, 24,000 level to 24,900 to 24,800 levels can be expected on the Nifty's continuous attempt to drift downward to attract the buying or seek the buying opportunity. Because in the downside, one can actually watch out important supports falling frequently. That means what? The 25,070, one of the important support on an immediate basis from the positional perspective. And then 24,900, 24,800. See, within 100 points of support zones, the Nifty is having, means what it means, the interest for continuously moving downward is not visible as of now. So that is good news for the long builders. So positionally, those who wanted to hold the long or wanted to freshly enter also can mean these levels to make your positional weight trading decision. So after that, you can keep following the levels mentioned for the support and the resistance. So that's it from Nifty strategy we can discuss. On the sectors front, the important sectors one can watch out to influence in today's market movement are energy, oil and gas. From the energy side, because of the Adani group's few stocks like Energy Solutions or Power, so energy index actually getting active and will be acted further too. Oil and gas side, from the refiners, HPCL, BPCL kind of stocks actually holding the momentum, so that can be watched out. From the gas sector, it is actually on the selling spree, the gas stocks witnessing, like from the MGL, Petronet LNG stocks and all participating on selling side. On information technology, which was the core sector we have mentioned in yesterday's trade, and all might be knowing that because of the H-1B visa fees hike for the new entrants, the IT stocks, particularly large companies or biggies, are facing some near-term hurdles in terms of price movements. So that may be utilized to build the shorts. And any rise in these stocks also can be treated as a selling opportunity for the near term only, not for the short term, like more than a month period. And even for today also, these stocks will be in spotlight for making short positions or buying put options. In case if it is moving above yesterday's high also, nothing to worry for the short sellers or put buyers, because these stocks, even though trying to move up and all, so the upward attempt may be easily restricted because of the short building is kept increased in yesterday's trade. Afterwards, the metal index one can watch out, particularly as said yesterday, this mining companies. Afterwards, aluminum oriented, then steel can be focused. The final sector we have listed under the today's watch out list is finance. This finance in the sense particularly on the housing finance side, then gold oriented finance, finally it may be on NBFCs. For the stocks, we have mentioned few news based and technical behavior based stocks that can be watched out for getting an opportunity to enhance your gains and all. KEC International, Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, JBM Auto, Birla Corporation, Brigade Enterprises, Adani Power, Adani Green Energy. So these are all the stocks which may be providing better opportunity for the day traders. That's it from today's pre-market outlook session we can discuss. Anyhow, on either side of trade should be protected by keeping a strict or firm stop loss to make or to experience a good risk reward. So thank you for participating in today's session. We'll meet again tomorrow in our pre-market outlook session. Until then, we wish everyone to have a productive day. Thank you. Bye-bye.